Pressure. Steps away. Throwing tip. Incomplete. The Packers are going to win it.
Pack attack, Packer Nation. AJ, trademark that. Stat. What is packing with you, YouTube? KHTV back with another vid. You dig? Sorry about my voice. I was at the Jaguars versus Chargers game yesterday. Me and my lady had a good time. Jaguars beat the shit out of the Chargers, and I was celebrating every minute of it. Couple of fans was a little ticked off. I was shocked to see Jaguars fans in California. That was shocking. It was a lot of them too. A lot of them. So yeah, shout out to the Jaguars for stumping the mud hole in them sorry ass Chargers 38-10. I can't believe they gave up a touchdown at the end of the game. The game was over and the Chargers still gave up a touchdown. Joey Bosa got hurt. Me and my lady had a great time. She got to see how wild and crazy I act when I'm heavily under the influence. Screaming and yelling and getting into it with the fans. She was looking at me like a fight was about to break out. I sat down, I said, man, ain't no fight finna break out. These Charger fans are pussy. They ain't gonna do shit but sit here and watch they team lose. You should have seen the faces. I know some of the motherfuckers is at home like, man, that asshole. Don't one of them have the nerve to ask me, why are you here? I live out here in California for one, and I wanted to come see the stadium. No matter who was playing in this bitch. But anyway, let's get into this shit. Shout out to the whole Pack Attack crew. Yes, today I am eating my goddamn crow. I will man up to everything that I said in that live. Some things that I said happened in this game. And some things that I said didn't happen in this game. And shout out to Packer fan in Vegas who hit me with that great question in the live on, what was it, Saturday? Hit me with a great question. At that time, when he asked me that question, I was trying to explain some other shit while trying to answer his question in my brain at the same time. That's why I was kind of like trying to give myself a little time so I could explain myself. And after this game, he was right. He was right. Shout out to Big Nate. Big Nate always put his faith in the defense to be the deciding factor in this game. And he was right about that too. Shout out to all of them. Key, Bernard, TR. They all went with the Packers to win. And they all had, great valid points. Great valid points. So, respect to their opinions. And now let me explain myself. Originally, what I thought and what I said was we could win the game. We could win the game, but I thought that being on the road, playing in the middle of the day, just don't never go too well for the Packers. It's always a struggle, you know what I'm saying? And it's kind of crazy because I don't think we've ever had a middle of the day game against any of our division opponents. Maybe Chicago a few times. But when we play against other teams where we playing in the middle of the day, we got another middle of the day game next week, but it's in Lambeau, so I'm expecting that to be a clear win against the Patriots. But we'll get into that video probably Friday night. But yeah, the Packers came out and did what I said that they should do if they wanted to win the game, was come out early and punch them in the mouth. And they did. They did it twice. They had a third opportunity to do it. But unfortunately, right on cue to give the Buccaneers a fucking fighting chance in this game, Aaron Jones just has to fumble the ball every time he plays the goddamn Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I don't understand it. Every time he played the Buccaneers, he just fumbling the fucking ball. Him and Aaron Rodgers turning the ball over. Now I give it to the Buccaneers. They have a great defense. They do. They have a great defense. And that is the only positive thing that I'm going to take away from this game, is that the offense played competitive. Like I said, this team is going to have to come and play competitive football. And that's what they did. They came and they played competitive football. And I kept saying that in the live chat the whole damn time, because, you know, some teams don't travel well. And that was one of the biggest things that's one of the biggest things that we have to do this year, is travel well. Think about the games we should have won when we did have to travel, against the damn Chargers. Got beat the fuck up. Coming out here to LA, got stomped on. So we have to travel. We have to win our road games, man. That is going to be very important for this team this year. If we could win our road games. Now, we got a little stretch of home games that we got to win too. That's very important as well. But the games that build the most character is the games that are won on the road. And this game was a big game to win, despite the fact that, you know, I know everybody is going to be, oh, well, the Buccaneers didn't have their receivers. The Buccaneers offensive line is hurt. Man, everybody got injuries on their team, man. Everybody got somebody that they need to help their team win that's hurt. So, y'all can run with them excuses all you want. All y'all being mad and upset. Not even a fan of the team. Not even a fan of the Buccaneers. And you sitting up here coddling Brady, walking around wearing Tampa Bay Buccaneer. They fucking lost. Why you want to walk around wearing some loser shit? But that's you. That's just you. It's not me. That's you. But yeah. Another thing I said was that Matt LaFleur was going to have to come into this game with a great game plan. And that's exactly what the fuck he did. Came in with a great game plan. The defense stepped the fuck up, did what they were supposed to do. Devondre Campbell made a hell of a play to not let the Buccaneers convert the 2-point conversion at the end of the game. And it just, like, I don't be understanding it, man. I don't know what kind of defense Joe Barry want to call at the end of the game, where he just give up 81 fucking yards in the fourth quarter to make the game suspenseful like that. But hey, like I said, look at what you're watching and watch what you're looking at, man. You mean to tell me this Packer defense held this team to 3 points? And then in the fourth quarter, they want to make it entertaining? All for the ratings, man. All for the ratings. I believe if this game would have went according to no script, I believe the Packers, just by the way, the nature that the game went, I believe the Packers would have probably beat these motherfuckers 27-10. Probably would have been 27-10. I mean, you just look at the pattern of the Buccaneers scoring from week to week to week. I mean, they scored 19 first week against the fucking Dallas Cowboys, and then I forget how many points they scored 13 points against the Saints, and then they scored 12 points against the Packers. So without these guys that Brady have, their offense is trending down. I don't know what they can or what they're going to try to do. I mean, you still got a few free agents. But from what Todd Bowles said, he said he's going to work with the guys that they got. So I don't think Tom Brady is getting no other, unless they put a player on IR like we did with Sammy Watkins. Then you could bring in another guy. Drop a guy and then bring in another guy. I mean, the Buccaneers got freedom to move around just as much as any other team do at the receiver position, you know what I'm saying, until the trade deadline show up. So it's going to be interesting to see, you know, the next few weeks of how the Buccaneers offense is going to, you know, bounce back. I don't know who they necessarily play. I haven't looked at their schedule like that. But as far as what the Packers did to win the game on the road, they played an excellent football game, you know, from top to bottom. I mean, we should have scored on that drive where Aaron Jones fumbled the damn football. The defense did a good job creating turnovers like I said we was going to have to do. Create turnovers and capitalize off of it. Quay Walker had a great fumble. You've seen his confidence. You've seen the confidence boost right after he caused that fumble. He went running off on the sideline, juiced up. And that's the kind of shit that Quay Walker is going to have to do in order for him to become a top dog in this league as far as being at the linebacker position. So the more opportunities he can create in big plays on defense to get the offense the ball back, you know, I think we're going to have a real talented stud Pro Bowler, soon to be Super Bowl champion on this defense. And the Packers are going to have to drop the goddamn bag on this man when it's time to pay him. But we'll cross that bridge when we get there. A lot of people didn't necessarily like how we ran the ball, but I did. I loved how we ran the ball. This is why I say Matt LaFleur is one of the smartest coaches in the league. He ran a misdirection scheme the whole game on the Buccaneers. He had them focusing so much on Aaron Jones and A.J. Dillon that they started slacking off on Romeo Doubs. They started slacking off on Randall Cobb because the secondary kept being caught in the theory of them just blocking us. Oh, they just gonna try to come block us because they're gonna run the ball. They're gonna do all of this, you know, misdirection counters and, you know what I'm saying, sweeps and, you know what I'm saying, different kind of trap plays for Aaron Jones and A.J. Dillon, to the point where every time that the receivers were coming off the line, the Buccaneers secondary was expecting them to be blocking. You know, Romeo Doubs had a great game, standout game, statement game, caught every pass that came to him. Really showing the maturity, really showing the progress. He's starting to become more comfortable in this offense. Allen Lazard, Great game. See, those are the things we're going to need Allen Lazard to do. We don't need him to go out there and beat a Devontae Adams. No, we just need him to make the big catches when the big throws come to him. And that's what Allen Lazard is good at. And I think that's going to be his niche. He not going to have the type of day that Romeo Doubs had. He can. I'm not saying he can't, but he can. But Lazard is going to be that 4 or 5 reception guy, probably between 35 to 80 something yards and maybe a red zone touchdown. He gonna be that kind of guy. Romeo Doubs and Christian Watson and Randall Cobb, they gonna be the guys that move the chains. You know what I'm saying? Just like Dan Orlovsky said, this team is a yards after catch team. You know what I'm saying? We got deep threats. Yeah, we got that. But as far as the scheme of the offense, it's going to be a yards after catch type of offense. We'll throw some big plays in there. And if the guys can capitalize off them big plays and run them in for TDs, then shit, more power to this offense. But I love the scheme that Matt LaFleur came in with. I love the defensive game plan that Joe Barry came in with. And that's the Joe Barry I want to see. The Joe Barry I want to see is the Joe Barry standing on the sideline on his tippy toes with the game plan in front of his face, and he's engaged. He's in tune with the defense. I don't want to see the dude with the hat on and the jumpsuit zipped up and he just sitting there chilling. Nah, I don't want to see that guy. I want to see the guy that I seen on Sunday when he was coaching against the Buccaneers. Now, Jair Alexander goes down with a groin injury, and these groin injuries can be a pain in the ass, but, you know, I expect Jair to probably be out maybe 2 weeks, 3, pushing it to the max. You know what I mean? Just get healthy, man. It was good to see him on the sideline, engage with the defense, telling them where they need to be. Rasul Douglas just keeps proving every week that he's a dog, man. He's a dog. And that comes from being with the Philadelphia Eagles. He is going to bring that dog mentality in the secondary. No matter who he got to play against, he going to be that dog. Devondre Campbell, you can't say enough about this guy, man. Just incredible athlete on the defensive side of the ball. It was good to see Bakhtiari back out there. I love the way that Matt LaFleur rotated him in on certain plays where they needed to make big contributions for the offense. But yeah, man, great win, Victory Monday. Of course, we're going to hear all the fucking excuses. We're going to hear all of the fucking excuses from all the bullshitters on TV that just can't, you know what I'm saying, give the Packers no goddamn credit. Don't want to give no credit to the offense or what we did to this defense, knowing that we was missing guys too. We didn't have we was missing receivers. We was missing receivers, and I don't want to make this a what about us thing. But we was missing receivers. We got injuries. But no, y'all want to make excuses for Tom Brady. Y'all want to make excuses for Tom Brady. Oh, he didn't have, now he ain't had enough. What happened to, call a couple of guys from Dorchester and Southie. Grab a couple of those guys out of the crowd. He'll make it work. He didn't make it. It didn't work. Didn't work on Sunday. It didn't work on Sunday. Like I said, I'm eating my crow. I had us losing this game 21-13. But hey, we won the game. Close game, very, very close game. I didn't expect this game to be a shootout, blow for blow. You know what I'm saying? Both teams got good defenses, man. This was a defensive game, and the Packers defense made enough plays and made enough stops to beat Tom Brady, even though he had a chance to tie it up to take us into overtime. But he didn't. You know, Devondre Campbell tipped the ball. Great read by him. And that was it. You know what I'm saying? Tom Brady threw the ball. He threw it, didn't he? Tom Brady was the one that threw the ball, right? He was the one throwing the ball, right? He was the quarterback, right? So all you people on here making excuses, saying all this dumb shit because your team lost, because you bet money on them and he fucking lost at home. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear your fucking crying. I don't. You can sit up there with all that bullshit TB12 gear on all you want, motherfucker. But at the end of the day, the motherfucker lost. So with that being said, man, go Pack go. We move on to next week being a 2-1 team. And you know, Chicago did they think against the Texans. The Vikings. The Vikings come back against the Lions. Lions fans, I know y'all was sitting up there thinking y'all had this one in the bag, huh? I told y'all the Vikings, I told y'all the Lions, I told you Lions fans, it's coming. Oh yeah, it's coming. I can't wait till we play y'all. So yeah, man, I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here. Don't worry, Bernard. That Raider video is coming, man. That Raider video is coming. Every L, the Raiders is catching hell from me. 0-3. I'm out.
I see what Michael Myers do what he do. There's nothing else to say after that. I still have no words. I'm still upset over the Packers' first 2 drives. I know we didn't have any weapons, but my goodness. We looked like a team that had no business being on that field offensively. Anytime we got success on that field, the refs took it away. Or there was a turnover.